Luigi Mangione, arguably the most famous criminal right now in America. And when I say criminal, there's a lot of people who don't really believe that statement. We're going to go through that as we get through this video. But it's finally come to the point where Luigi is going to plead of whether he pleads innocent or whether he pleads guilty for this trial and for the charges that he has been put against him when it comes to the killing of the CEO of United Healthcare Group. And today we got not the verdict, because I've seen a lot of people online who have seen the words Luigi not guilty and all of a sudden they've ran with it and now they think that, oh my God, he's free to go, he's not guilty. No, that's not what it is. There is a bug on my roof. It is not that Luigi has been found not guilty in the court of law. No, whenever someone has charges put against him, they have to come out and they have to say what they plead for. And what it means is that when you say you're pleading, it means what you are how you're going to defend yourself. Are you going to just give up and say, yep, I'm guilty, I did it? And you might be asking, Donnie, why do people say that they're guilty? Why don't they go ahead and fight it? Well, if there's a lot of evidence stacked against you, like if it's completely obvious that you're done for, that like, yeah, there's no way you're getting out of this. A lot of the times when you plead guilty, even like it can actually lighten your sentence. You can get like good things put towards you and all that kind of stuff. So that's why a lot of times people plead guilty when it comes to the charges. But Luigi is pleading non-guilty, at least when it comes to the state charges at the moment, because he doesn't just have state charges against him, he also has federal charges. And apparently these federal charges can also possibly carry out to being the death penalty, with the maximum sentence of the state charges being life in prison without parole. So that's how bad like these charges against him are. So the fact that he's pleading non-guilty to these, to me at least, I am actually quite surprised by it, because despite what people are saying online, and I mean there's a lot of people that are saying this, because I saw through Twitter this morning of when he's himself pleading not guilty came through, is that there are a lot of people who don't think that Luigi's actually the one who did this. I saw this tweet right here saying, is it me or does this look absolutely nothing like Luigi? And this right here is the CCTV footage of Luigi when he was at the McDonald's before he went out and carried the shooting against the CEO of United Healthcare Group. And I mean, I made a video of this when he was initially caught and when all the information came out against him. And I mean, there is a lot of reasons, there is a lot of backing and reasons behind of Luigi's backstory. I mean, if you just look into, you know, when it comes to his health problems that he's had over the year, especially with his back issues, I mean, there's a lot of reason of why he would go ahead and carry out an act like this against the CEO of United Healthcare Group. And there's a lot of evidence. Like, I mean, there's photos of him at the McDonald's beforehand, before he went out and carried this shooting. Someone identified him as well. I mean, there's a lot of people online who are going against what I'm saying as well right now and saying that, no, this isn't Luigi. He's being set up. He's being staged, blah, 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 whatever it may be. But I mean, at least to me, I definitely see him as like, damn, I thought that he would honestly plead guilty to this, because it does not look good. Maybe there is something that his lawyers have come up with. Maybe it's not actually him. You never know. I mean, me, at least from an outsider's perspective, and when I see everything that the public has been given, I'm just like, I mean, how is it not him? It definitely looks like him. I mean, especially if you just look at his backstory as well, there's motives of the reason of why he would go ahead and do something like this as well. But not only that, I'm going to play a clip now, and this clip does go for about 3 minutes, but I feel like I have to play this clip in its entirety because it is definitely something that I can agree on when it comes to a lot of the things that people are saying. And it has got to do with the way that he has been treated within the public eye, which even I can admit, despite me not being on the side of, you know, I see a lot of people who are saying that free Luigi, yeah, even though he killed this CEO, you know, good, the CEO had it coming. It's just like, you can't just go out and shoot people. I'm sorry. Even though, yes, it's against the CEO, and a lot of people don't like big company CEOs, and yes, the private health companies in America, they're not good. Even I know that, who lives here in Australia, I know that they're not good, but you still can't go out and shoot people. It's not anarchy. We have to have some kind of law in hand, all right? We can't have anarchy on the streets. But besides that, the way that he has been treated in the public eye and the spectacle that has been put on towards Luigi, I definitely think has been a bit stupid.
The second thing I want to make a record of, Your Honor, is I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. Like every other defendant, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence, but unfortunately, the way this has been handled so far, his rights are being violated. And as you know, Your Honor, there's a wealth of case law guaranteeing his right to a fair trial, but none of the safeguards have been put in place yet here. In fact, it's just the opposite of what's been happening. He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between two warring jurisdictions here. These federal and state prosecutors are coordinating with one another, but at the expense of him. They have conflicting theories in their indictments, and they are literally treating him like he is like some sort of political fodder, like some sort of spectacle. He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary. He's been cooperative with law enforcement. He had been in custody for over a week. He waived extradition. He was cooperative at all accounts. There was no reason for the NYPD and everybody to have these big assault rifles that, frankly, I had no idea it was in their arsenal. And to have all of the press there, the media there, it was like perfectly choreographed. And what was the New York City mayor doing at this press conference, Your Honor? That just made it utterly political. And as Your Honor knows, under Lauro v. Charles, the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit has held it to be clearly established that these staged perp walks to the media, unrelated to a legitimate law enforcement objective, is unconstitutional. And I submit there was zero law enforcement objective to do that sort of perp walk. There's absolutely no need for that whatsoever. And frankly, Your Honor, the mayor should know more than anyone of the presumption of innocence that he too is afforded when dealing with his own issues. And frankly, I submit that he was just trying to detract from those issues by making a spectacle of Mr. Mangione. And there are consequences to this. He has a right to a fair trial. And I just want to put on the record statements that the mayor made publicly about my client. Nothing saying alleged, for example. And he said, I wanted to send a strong message with the police commissioner that we're leading from the front. I'm not going to just allow him to come into our city. I wanted to look him in the eye and state, you carried out this terrorist act in my city, the city of New York that I love. And he wanted to show symbolism. Your Honor, he's not a symbol. He's somebody who is afforded the right to a fair trial. He's innocent until proven guilty. And the mayor was talking to jurors, future potential jurors that elected him. Those are the people that elected him that he is talking to and calling this man a terrorist. So, Your Honor, I just want to make a record of this and put everyone on notice that this has to stop. And my client is entitled to a fair trial and the presumption of innocence. And we're going to fight these charges, whether it's in the state or federal, to the fullest extent. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Well, like I said, that was a bit of a long clip to be played, but I definitely think that, you know, it's good to hear the lawyer out from like start to finish. And she's right. Like, she's 100% right. Like, we all saw the pictures and the videos of him being carried through the streets of New York City by all these cops, by the fucking SWAT team and FBI with their assault rifles. For what? What is he gonna do? He is handcuffed. Yes, he did a terrible thing. He did shoot someone in daylight. He shot someone. Well, at least supposedly, obviously, you know, because like I said, there's a lot of people who don't think it's him. But at the same time, he shot someone. It's him. He's not gonna do anything. He's handcuffed. The fuck is he gonna do? Why do you need to carry out the streets? Like, they obviously did this as like some kind of spectacle. And to me, it's ridiculous. It really is. Like, yes, the photos that came out of this, some of the hardest, coldest photos that I have seen in recent time. Like, 100%, the photos of him, like, you know, walking through handcuffed, there's just all cops surrounding him. I'm just like, damn, that shit goes hard. But like, what's the point? Why did they do this? Like the cops are just, why are you trying to make a spectacle out of this? Why do you have so many police? Why do you have the FBI there? Why do you have all the media there as well? It's dumb. It really is stupid. And you're not helping yourselves whatsoever. You're just making it a spectacle for no goddamn reason. But man, this whole entire like Luigi Mangione situation, it's been wild. It's been a wild few weeks ever since the shooting of the CEO happened, and now all the way up to this, it has been extremely wild. I mean, now that he's pleaded not guilty to this court case could go on for a while. Like, this could go on for, like, years, possibly years. Who knows? Maybe because it's such a high-profile case. You know, whenever it's a high-profile case, they usually do get pushed, you know, ahead of others, and they usually do try to, you know, get through them a lot quicker. But who knows? This could take months, years. Who knows how long that this could go through? But I would definitely like to hear what you have to think about all this down below. That's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.